This episode of Wine Chats is proudly sponsored by Rewine,
Melbourne's sustainable wine merchant. But there's definitely a level of women that have, I don't want to say allowed some things to happen, like going into Henry Weinstein's room in the middle of the night to, read a script. And the thing is, I know, but the thing is, okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh my God.
Hey, there's those jazz hands. Welcome.
Jazz hands.
Oh, come on. Welcome to episode 56 of Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindsay. Nope, also known as Lindalin.
Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindsay.
Just to clarify, my name's Lindsay.
Come now.
Look.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Hi. We have a very exciting episode.
Look, it's going to be one of those doozy ones where we will definitely be offending someone. So apologies, but not really.
No. Soz, not soz.
Yeah, one of them.
We're talking about feminists.
Woohoo.
And feminism.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit, I think, on both sides of that fence.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's elaborate.
I think you and I, because we haven't talked too much about this and our viewpoints, I'm pretty sure you're way more on the, that side. The side that I don't really like.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get into that later. Yeah.
Let us drink.
Let's drink.
What's on the menu?
We need it. Well, now that we are Chardonnay fans,
Totes.
right? We're going to have a lovely reserve Chardonnay from our fantastic wine sponsor, Rewine, in Melbourne, which a big shout out to them because obviously with what's happening with COVID in poor Victoria, Melbourne, they've had to shut down again. Well, I think they're just doing takeaway only and stuff. But yeah, we send you guys our love.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd have one of your Chardies.
For sure.
It's called Three Wise Men Reserve Chardonnay. It's Beechworth, Victoria. It's a year 2017. And again, for the listeners that missed this last time, so these guys are really cool. So they're called Rewine for a purpose. It's a really cool name because you take your bottles back to them and they fill them up. So you're not discarding all these wine bottles into the world.
I wonder, and this is probably something I should know, but I wonder if you can just take any bottle and get it refilled. Does it have to be one of theirs?
Oh, good point. I don't know because it's
can you bring a bucket and just be like, hi?
Well, you could. Yes, Billy. Look, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll find that out. You open this because,
oh my gosh,
like always,
I have the honors. Yeah,
you do have the honors. I did not find out a sneaky little fun fact of Chardonnays.
Yeah, well,
Chardies.
Let's do it.
What the hell's wrong with me? You pour that, Billy.
And what we mentioned last time as well about Rewine, I wonder if this is the same. Yes, it is, guys. As soon as you open the bottle, the wine is filled to the rim. Is that what the thing is called up at the top of the bottle?
Sure.
Rim? Yeah. Rim.
Okay. Well, while you're pouring that, Chardonnay is the most planted grape variety around the world, and much of that has to do with with its ability to grow almost anywhere.
Oh. Isn't that funny? Because Chardonnay is probably our least favorite of the varietals.
Varietals, yes. And while Pinot Noir, its sibling from Burgundy. Oh, okay.
Oh,
whatever.
It's sibling?
Yeah, weird.
I kind of feel like a Pinot Noir would be a cousin, not a sibling. If it's a black, if it's a red wine.
It can be incredibly fickle.
Okay.
Those darn fickle Pinot Noirs.
It can grow everywhere, but are we talking about Pinot Noir now?
Yes. So Billy, pay attention. So the Chardis are their ability to grow almost anywhere, while Pinot Noir, its sibling from Burgundy, I don't know, Burgundy. I'm not saying Burgundy. It's the same sentence if you just let me finish.
Okay.
Burgundy, can be incredibly fickle. Chardonnay seems to find a home almost anywhere.
Right.
If you let me finish.
Because I don't want to know about Pinot Noirs. Tell me that during a Pinot Noir episode.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. Let us celebrate this Chardie that's extremely
non-fickle.
Yeah. Okay.
This non-fickle Chardie.
Non-fickle Chardie.
It looks nice. It has a nice.
It does.
Nice
color.
Yeah, like some Chardonnays have that like deep pea looking color.
Yes,
where you haven't drank enough water.
This is what Lindsay's peeve has been with Chardonnays.
Yeah.
I mean, it smells oaky, doesn't it?
No. Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm feeling this is totally different to any other Chardonnay I've tried before.
Yeah, it's not as like
Shit.
smooth. Oh, well, no, it's delicious. But I find it has a bit more of it's not as smooth on the tongue, but it's good. That's not a bad thing. That sounds like I'm saying it's like hard to drink.
No, it does have kind of like a woody
mean?
taste. It's almost like, when you burn candy and that smell and it's suddenly they have, maybe
Lord.
they swished some candy in there and
We
then took it out
so
right
bad
before.
at this. So bad at it.
We really need
no,
to.
it's how people say Chardonnays have that like buttery.
No.
Yeah, so they say some Chardonnays have that buttery taste,
Right.
whatever. I don't get that from this.
No. I mean, I don't think I've ever gotten that from a wine, and I love butter.
I have.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I would know.
But it's so nice to drink, even though it's a bit punchier. than
It's
some.
actually
Yeah.
delicious to drink. I don't know if I'd call it I don't know if I'd call it a Chardonnay, guys,
Oh my God.
because I know so much about. Yeah. Okay. Good chat.
Come on, Billy. Hurry up. We got some feminists to piss off.
Oh, yeah, let's piss some feminists off. First of all, ladies, can you just start shaving all your parts? No. Actually, don't. You don't have to. That's the thing.
Oh, Lord.
I think I wanted to talk about this topic because initially when I brought it up, I was like, fuck feminists. Let's talk about how annoying they are. Because to be fair, there's a little bit of a bad name associated with feminism these days.
Right. Okay.
Wouldn't you say?
No.
When you hear about it, like if somebody was to introduce himself
Yeah.
as a feminist to you,
Yeah.
you'd be like, okay, cool.
I would just kind of be like, everybody is. Like, you're jumping on the bang wagon, on the bandwagon.
Do you think that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Like I think that everybody's jumping on the anxiety bandwagon. You're
Yeah.
like, everybody's a feminist.
Yeah.
Which is good, I guess.
Yeah. I think because the whole toxic masculinity
Yeah.
and feminists, obviously that's the big,
Yeah.
those two are in the boxing ring, so to speak, right? So
At the
I
moment,
feel,
yeah.
So I feel like it's just so topical and everybody is
Yeah.
like, on the Insta, you see all these people posting stuff about feminists and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Look.
That's the shit I hate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm all for it. Like what you said, you have two daughters, I have a daughter. Like, I feel like it's proven fact that some women, well, lots of lots of industries, the women aren't treated equally. They don't get paid the same amount.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. Like, that's bullshit. That shouldn't happen.
Yep.
But this is what I was saying to you, and I don't know if I'm going to explain this properly, but like, I want my daughter to have all the opportunities in the world that she should be able to have.
Absolutely.
Just as I want my sons to have all the opportunities in the world that they should have as normal human beings, right?
Yeah. But I think that's exactly the problem is that women aren't getting the same, like your girls are probably not going to get the same opportunities as your boys is what feminism is all about. I don't know that for a fact, but I think that's the exact point is that this is what women have been fighting for is to not, like there aren't enough statistically, this is not a factual podcast.
Yeah.
We don't know any of the actual numbers, people.
No.
But from what other people who are in charge of things are saying.
Right. The people that are in charge of the facts.
The people that are in charge of the facts who actually crunch numbers.
Yeah.
What they're saying is there aren't enough women in powerful positions,
Oh, totally.
you know?
But my point of view is like, it should just be a normal thing. It shouldn't have to be, well, obviously it has to be drilled into people's heads because
Right,
people aren't
yeah.
getting it. But why do we have to advertise ourselves as a feminist and be all like, oh, fucking go girls, go? Why can't it just be like fucking raise your kids with the mentality of, I don't care if I have a vagina or a penis. I'm going to succeed in life the way I want to and I'm going to obtain those goals the way...
Yeah. And I think we're working towards that. Like, I think that's exactly maybe the point of this generation. Like, I think that every kind of generation of women that's come up has been trying to fight a different battle, if you know what I mean, to get that representation of women up there. I think from what you mentioned before, like the Me Too movement, like is so important because, this is going to piss people off.
Oh.
But there's definitely a level of women that have, I don't want to say allowed some things to happen, like going into Henry Weinstein's room in the middle of the night to, read a script. And the thing is, I know, but the thing is, okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, they're victims of what's happened. Fine.
Can I just put like a fine print in here? I had no idea she was going to say this.
But I do. I think that there's been a level of women who have been sort of conditioned to think this is the way it happens.
Right.
And I must do this to get ahead.
Oh,
Nobody,
totally.
do you know what I mean? Like if my boss said to me, hey, can you come over and look at some reports at 2 a.m.? I'd be like, Simon, no.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's definitely like I've obviously been raised in an environment that hasn't penned me as a woman. So then I haven't sort of in my mind been, I'm not in an industry that is ruled by men.
Right.
So I don't feel like I have to belittle myself in a way to get ahead. Whereas I kind of feel like it's been this whole, like we've all been kind of conditioned to be like, well, this man is in power, so I have to impress him.
Yeah.
In any way, shape or form.
Well, and I think the whole Hollywood world is a completely different ball game to the normal world.
Yeah. But it's also, I think, been used really well to highlight how the world really has been functioning. And I always say this word wrong, but it's very much a patriarchal society. I didn't say that right. It's a men's society as opposed to it being a women's society.
For sure.
So how do we balance those two out? You know what I mean? And this is what I was saying. It's not to say that your daughter is lesser than your sons, but in a lot of places they are. You know what I mean? Like I've been watching Indian Matchmaker lately, and it seems that a lot of Indian families are also like, this is my son.
Right.
And fuck, we need to marry off our daughter.
Yeah.
Like it's that kind of imbalance that I think we're trying to right.
Yeah. Look, maybe I'm naive to it all, and I really am naive and gullible. Look, it could be detrimental to the way I live, but I'm the type where I'm like, we overthink things. We beat things on the head way too much. You make it into this bigger thing if you just keep harping on about it.
Yeah.
Not saying that we shouldn't acknowledge it and try and change the way the world is with this. But I think it's a simple, same with the toxic masculinity thing.
We're having some trouble with our patriarchal words.
The wine does not help, seriously.
No.
And because we're both such lightweights, like a couple of glasses and we're fucked.
I haven't had any food.
Right. Look out.
Yeah.
I think it's such a simple solution in the sense of
I agree.
Raise your kids properly.
Yeah.
With the self-esteem and the correct mindset.
Yeah.
Good manners. Not saying that this is simple in the sense of like, duh, like just go and fucking raise, raising kids is fucking hard. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's where it all stems from. Like if you raise your daughters with empowerment and self-confidence and knowing that you don't have to dress like a slut to freaking get guys' attention to get you promoted, that's stupid old
now
mentality. You're
you're heading into some waters that are dangerous.
No,
you want to talk about offensive?
No. I said it in a normal way, Billy. You said it in the offensive way. And if you raise your boys with respectfulness and like, I just think it's so simple to me in my mind.
I 100% agree with you.
Right? Like
I 100% agree with you, but the issue is same as racism, same as classism, same as everything.
Yeah.
Teach your children not to be dicks. You know what I mean? Like teach your children to respect everybody equally and to not consider whether you have a penis or a vagina or black skin or white skin or yellow, whatever. Yeah. Like teach your children to be respectful human beings to all kinds of people, not just white men. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I get what you're saying, but unfortunately society hasn't developed like that. And I think even, watching, media from like the 50s and 60s, you see the imbalance, you see the man coming home and the dinner being on the table, and if the wife isn't, making dinner that's warm, he slaps her one, you know, and he's like, bitch, you'll know better next time, but it's like, thankfully, Mothers Burning Bras has allowed us not to have dinner on the table, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I kind of think like that those were very extreme times. Now it's a lot more subtle. Like it seems a lot more subtle the way that the imbalance is still
But do you know what? It's
there.
little things too. in the sense of, so, and we've touched base on this, and this is lighthearted. But Cameron, my husband works crazy hours, whatever. And I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I refuse to iron his shirts. Why the fuck? And maybe that's a little bit of feminist in me, which I'm not a feminist, but I have certain beliefs.
Yeah.
Why the fuck, just because I'm a stay-at-home mom, do I need to iron his shirts? So I refuse.
Yeah.
So it's like little things. Maybe it's just little things like that, people.
But it is. It's the little kind of things. And the thing is, I think the way the society is changed is that Cameron doesn't then, again, beat you over it. You know, it's not expected that that's what's going to happen. I also think that women have, like, speaking of mothers, or mothers at home and, housewives at home.
Yeah.
I think there's also a certain power in actually choosing that lifestyle for yourself. You know what I mean? Like you get to say now, because I think a lot of what feminism has done has like highlighted the need for women to have a career because, historically we haven't had much of a career. We've had to, nobody wanted to educate us. Parents didn't think it was important for women to go to school and to have jobs and to have careers. And I think we fought so much to have the right to have a career. But also there are some women who don't want that. And I think we mentioned this, last few episodes. You want to be at home. That was your dream.
Yeah.
Your dream was to stay at home and to look after your children and to have a family.
Right.
I think that there's an empowerment in that too, to say, I choose this.
100%. Without ironing my husband's shirts and serving him a whiskey when he comes in the door with my apron on.
I mean, be nice, but it's not necessary.
Not fucking gonna happen.
Right?
He comes into a shit fight with the kids screaming and me screaming.
Feminism.
Yeah. It's like, fucking clean up. Clean up from dinner, which is what happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just think like the whole thing with feminists, like it just doesn't have to be so highlighted. Like just let it absorb into your everyday world with the choices you make and how you raise your kids. Or if you don't have kids, the choices you make in general, and how you believe in yourself, whatever. But
that's what's teaching your kids, and that's how it, like, I kind of feel like, I think what you're also kind of talking about is like how much it gets highlighted on social media and in media in general, it's just like whole banging on about, feminism and blah, blah, all this sort of shit. Like I get it. It is annoying to an extent, like, when somebody kind of preaches on about it. And I say that I'm a feminist 100% of the time. Certainly I'd roll my eyes at them. Whereas now I kind of like, maybe I am a feminist. Like I do want that equality for myself. I think that the fact that you don't have to iron your husband's shirt, the fact that my husband will parent his children and not say, oh, I'm babysitting my kids today.
Yeah. Oh, that's so stupid. I hate that.
I think that's all feminism at work.
Is it?
Well, because to me, I'm not, why am I the primary caregiver? Like, sure, I'm a little bit more and whatnot, but like, why is it that when we're together on a weekend, I'm the one that's expected to take the kids to the toilet and make them snacks and do all this?
Oh,
like,
no.
The point is that we are equal partners in this. We chose to have kids together. I'm not doing that thing where you're the father and you need to be left alone with your cigar and your whiskey, on arrival.
But I don't think that's really the case nowadays. Like my kids know on Sunday when Cameron's home, mommy is off duty. And I say that multiple times. Go ask your father, go tell your father.
Yeah.
Like I'm done.
And bra burning made that happen.
Which is true. I think back in the day, and feminism was way more warranted and done. Rewine is Melbourne's sustainable wine merchant, disrupting the traditional wine industry by selling straight from the barrel into refillable bottles.
And they can refill your bottle over and over again, saving hundreds of thousands of bottles from going to landfill.
And the wines are sourced locally.
So help fight the war on waste, choose to reuse, and join the refiller revolution.
I don't want to say done the right way.
Well, with more reason, maybe.
More reason, totally.
That's what I mean. I think now it's kind of a bit more subtle.
And I think some people think this is...
Are we about to offend someone?
No. Well, yes. But I think some people think it's the cool thing to do.
Yes.
To be a feminist.
Yes.
And
without understanding what they're actually fighting for.
Yeah. And like to post all this stuff and like say all this stuff. Like just be a normal person that thinks chicks should live the same way as males. Like, look.
And that's an interesting thing you say as well.
Oh.
Because before you mentioned like, you shouldn't have to dress slutty or whatever, like to impress men. This is another thing that's been like big, and I don't know how much I agree with it necessarily because I do have daughters, and there's this like women should be able to dress any way they like.
Yeah.
right? They should be able to go out without being raped.
Yeah.
Without saying, oh, well, you wore that short skirt and so that's why he attacked you. You know,
Right.
There's this whole thing about, women are like us as, I guess, sexual beings, because women, and we've talked about this a lot, I think, aren't as huge sexually.
Yes. Just a few episodes.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not horny as I speak.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my husband is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so there's this like almost like imbalance in our, I guess, sexuality.
Right.
That's just natural.
For sure. It's the way we're made.
There are the Jennifers of the
Scientific.
world
Yeah.
who are totally, on the, she's probably horny right now. But
Yeah.
other women generally aren't. But, women should be able to go out and have a million sexual partners like men do.
Yes.
What is this bullshit with men being, able to be like, Henry says this all the time and it gets me so angry. That he says that if he ever had a son, he'd be like, yeah, high five.
100%.
You go out and, you bang those chicks, you know what I mean? But if his daughter was to do it, no.
Yeah.
If a boyfriend shows up, we're going to get a gun out for her.
It's yes. Yep.
What is that bullshit?
That's stupid. And I've already told Cameron that that's not on, because obviously we have 2 sons and a daughter. Like, you can't be handing out condoms to your 15-year-old sons going, yeah, mate, go get them.
That's right.
And then to Ada, don't you dare, you're not allowed to have a boyfriend until you're 40. Like,
right?
Yeah.
What is that bullshit?
Yeah. That's stupid. But that goes back to how I say, like, you should it's the way we raise the kids. It's the mentality of what you put into your kids' heads about, like, if you're going to let your 15-year-old son
do something,
think that it's cool to go bang chicks and do whatever.
Yeah.
But then he hears you say to his sister,
that's right.
Like, it's mixed up. It's fucked up. Like, of course the kids are going to.
It's so fucked up, but I struggle with that too. Am I really going to encourage my daughter to go out and bang guys?
Well, no, see, but this is the thing. For me, and I was like this with my mom, or she was like this with me, it's all about being open and being able to communicate. So obviously, as a parent, if you're switched on and you're cluing into where your kid's at, and if she's got a boyfriend and talking about boys more, well, then, you sit down with her and you have the chat with her.
Yeah.
And you take precautions and you explain things and you educate her on what's right, what's wrong, what she, just guide her through her emotions to make the right choices that she feels is what she wants to do.
Yeah. It's hard as well because we've got the ovaries and the uterus to make these babies. So I guess like maybe that's where it stems from, is this like, don't go whore yourself out because you might fall pregnant with 4 different fathers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, whereas fathers are like encouraged to spread their seed. Yeah. Well, they are. It's creepy. Gross.
Creepy. Well, I wouldn't really say creepy, but
isn't it?
It could be, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's it. No, look, it's those sorts of things I kind of feel like I struggle with some of it as well, because as much as I'm like a newfound feminist, like
people that you're bashing,
right,
that you thought you were going to bash, you're like, oh, wait, I am one of them.
Well, I guess like feminists, when you think about a feminist, everybody take a moment. When you think about a feminist, what do you think? Do you want to applaud them or do you want to roll your eyes at them? You know what I mean? So in the one hand, it's really hard for me to admit that I'm turning into a bit of a feminist because I think there shouldn't be governments without feminist leaders.
But why say feminists? Females.
Leaders.
Just say females.
Oh, I misspoke. I apologize. But there shouldn't be huge governments without female representatives.
Just
without
females.
Yeah. There shouldn't be, huge companies without females in them. Because if you don't have females in power, then they can't represent the females in the world.
Exactly.
In society.
But that's all,
so how do we, and another thing is we don't want to be bashing men down.
No, of course not.
That's the other part of it. Like, I don't want to have to be talking my daughters up while I'm bashing my husband down. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's this really, now we kind of, I think the new wave of feminism has to be really a lot more smarter about it in the way we're teaching our kids and the way we're raising our kids. I think it's a really difficult, when we didn't want to cook and we wanted to have careers, that almost seems like an easy choice now compared to what we're dealing with now. Because now not only are we teaching our daughters that, hey, you can be equal and you are equal and you need to aspire to these things that are now possible to you. Mm-hmm. We're also kind of trying to teach our men the same thing, but also teach them that females are equal and, we need to give them opportunities and all this. Like, it's really confusing me. But I am kind of a feminist now. Yeah.
You've just said about 5 different points in one sentence.
Well, to be honest, I was thinking about you and your family because I don't have, like, the only boy I have in my family is my husband. So, like, with you, how do you, I think what you're teaching them at home is so important right now. I don't mean to put any pressure on you.
No, but that's what I said ages ago. That's the thing. This is the simple solution. Just raise your kids into decent human beings. It shouldn't be highlighted like, oh, Ada, you're a girl, so this, and oh, Dan and Bane, you're boys, so this. Just raise them as nice, respectful, well-mannered human beings.
But you don't think that you need to prepare Ada a little bit more only because she's going to get out into the world where, I mean, hopefully, knock on wood, everything is equal and everything is as easy for women as it is for men. But you don't think you need to prepare her in the sense that, like, okay, well, Bane's probably going to get this job because he's a dude, but you may not because you're a woman?
No, fuck no. I wouldn't say it like that. Because that puts that idea in her head. I'm going to be like, Ada girl, you're confident, you're smart, you're, if you want that type of career, you go get that type of career. I'm not going to – see, this is the thing. This is what I hate about feminism, when they make it a thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Ada, you're a girl, so, you're going to have to work harder because you've got a vagina, and your brother Bane, he's got a dick, so he's going to get that job easier than you. Why fucking say that?
Yeah.
Why make it a thing? Make her feel empowered that she can get whatever the fuck she wants to get, whether she's got a vagina or not.
Yeah.
That's adding fuel to the fire. That's what actually pisses me off about this whole thing. Like, just why should there be differences? We need to raise them as same, equal. Yeah. That's where it all starts.
Yeah.
You shouldn't put that in her head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why say that to her?
I know. I just kind of feel like the world is a bitch,
But that's what we're trying to change.
And that's true.
If you keep dictating to her about how the world is, the world's not going to break the cycle. A revolving cycle. It's like racism. If you're raised in a racist family, well, you're going to have those racist thoughts. A baby doesn't get born thinking, oh, I don't like Chinese, I don't like black people.
That's right, yeah.
It's the way they're raised.
Yeah.
If you don't make it an issue, it's not a fucking issue.
And if the world, like, this is the thing, and I think racism, again, like, feminism and racism is very, I mean, I don't want to go say hand in hand, they've got their own issues, but it's kind of in the same sense, like, from people who are not affected by either in the way that we are trying to teach the new society that's coming through. Like, how do we, like, if Eve came home to me one day and, said something like, oh, these people were being picked on because they were brown, or she sees it on TV, or there's so many movies about, suppression in all different areas.
Yeah.
How do I then, that's the thing, like, I have to teach her, yes, this exists in the world. So she has to be aware of the fact that it exists in the world so she can overcome it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you explain it to her when it comes to.
Well, that's what I mean. So you one day may have to explain to Ada that, maybe, like, there is inequality and we need to.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? So with that, like, I kind of feel like not teaching her about it is also not beneficial to her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but why would you teach her at a young age that, oh, honey, maybe
not at a young age, at any age. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Because she's going to start, again, like, I mean, this may very well not happen. Let's hope we live in a society that's totally fair and equal in all ways once our kids are getting to that point. But you know what I mean? Like, if we haven't done our job right as parents now, there may still be inequality in the sexes. That they're going to have to then be aware of.
Yeah, but by the time it affects them, they're going to be adults. They're going to have their mind. They're going to clue in. You're not going to have to say, well, see, honey, you've got you're a girl, so you might not get that job as easily. Like,
and that's true. I think that you and I grew up the way we did, thinking about the way things we do, because nobody said that to us. Maybe that's true. My mum never sat me down and said, you're a girl, you're going to have to fight harder in this world. So I never grew up with that.
Yeah.
In my head. So maybe that's here. I feel like every time we finish an episode, we give you some parenting advice. So here is some parenting advice. Teach your kids not to be dicks.
Very clever, Billy.
Right? I don't know what, don't highlight it so much.
I think that's the way I am.
Be fair to all.
Yeah. I just think if you make it an issue, it becomes an issue. Like, just raise your kids to be nice, well-mannered, respectful kids.
Equal people who vaccinate their children.
Yeah. That's a different topic.
We'll get there next week or next few weeks.
Yeah, whenever. Look, go girls.
Yeah, go girls. And boys.
Yeah.
And wear that slutty shit.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone you want. Have sex with whoever you want.
Okay. But wear a condom.
But wear a condom. That's right. Do it.
All right, let's end it. Bye.
Okay. Rappity rap.
Right?
Thank you guys so much for being with us during this wonderful episode of Feminism and Equality. You can find us on our socials. We are on Instagram and Facebook, Wine Chats Podcast. You can also find all our episodes on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Which we're so excited about.
Are we?
So excited about.
Not really.
We're on YouTube and TikTok, Bildo and Lindalin. And you can email us, find us on our website, winechatspodcast.com, all that other stuff.
You know where to find us.
You know where
all
to find
the places you find people find us there.
Exactly.
But like us, share us, send him some love. Send him? No, don't send him.
Don't send
us.
Send her.
Yeah, send her some love. And
yeah.
We just
you subscribe and share. No, you already said that.
No.
Right?
Stop. I don't know.
Listen to us lots, please.
Oh my God.
I'll edit that out.
People have already, let's
switch off. Okay, well, are you ready?
I'm good.
I'm
not ready to sing, no.
I'm going to count us in. Lindalin, you can leave the room. We're going to sing.
I'm
We're
turning
all
my
singing.
mic off.
Okay.
Bye.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like, I really don't think she realizes how annoying she is. And I really
thought you switched your mic off. Tom, hit the music.
Yes.
The man up above us, hit the music.